Hi guys, thanks for returning back here to the safety of the Liberty bunker. The bloodbath in the stock markets continues. Story here from the week. The Dow Jones has erased all of its gains since Trump became president. Trading on the New York Stock Exchange was once again halted on Wednesday as the Dow Jones Industrial Average officially erased all of its gains since President Trump was inaugurated. The Dow Jones on Wednesday fell below 19,732 points, the number it closed at the day before Trump's inauguration in January 2017. The Trump stock rally, which at its peak a month ago was robust and seemingly unending, has completely evaporated. Will this affect the re-election of President Donald Trump? In my opinion, no. I use this website quite a lot. This is Odds Checker. It kind of gives you a good feel for what's happening in the political world. I mean, the bookies tend to be accurate, although you can also use Odds Checker to make money. Back in 2016, I took a bet out that then Donald Trump would become the president of the United States. Odds Checker, I found the bet, I think, on Betfair at 3-1 odds, put a £50 bet down, won £150 off the back of that. That was a good day, the election of Donald Trump, for more than one reason. But this is the current odds. So the best odds you can currently get on the re-election of Donald Trump, 11 to 10. So essentially, bet £10, you win 11. Bet £100, you win 110. I think those are still quite good odds, in my honest opinion. I think it will be tight. The one thing I always thought would stop the re-election of Donald Trump is if there was a stock market crash and or a recession before the re-elections took place. Now, obviously, we are now in a recession, although it's not been confirmed, but this obviously is a recession. Obviously, we are now seeing a stock market crash. It's hard to pin the blame on Donald Trump. Prior to the COVID-19 outbreak, if a stock market crash came, the American economy is still in a bubble, right? Trump hasn't fundamentally changed that many things. Is he the worst president in American history? No, certainly not. Is he the best? Certainly not. He's done a lot of things right. He's done a lot of things wrong. The Fed zero interest rate policy, QE infinity, dumping money into the system. Yes, it's created a stock market blip. And yes, it's, lowered unemployment, at least temporarily, in the United States. But long term, it's not really a sustainable economy. I expect this thing to unravel slowly. But COVID-19 is now the perfect excuse for Trump, because if a recession came before and there was no COVID-19, the Democrats could just point the finger at Trump and say, hey, look, you said you had this amazing economy, everything's going great, strongest economy in US history, and it all falls apart. That would probably stop the re-election of Trump. However, COVID-19 is the perfect excuse, and he can't be blamed for it, And Donald Trump's actually very good at, he's good on Twitter. He's good at, doing the media circusing and getting the left-wing media hyped up and pulling the strings over the Democrats to make himself look good. He's kind of a genius when it comes to the whole Twitter thing. Now, the left-wing media, the Democrats in America with this whole Trump derangement syndrome over the last 4 years, have just made themselves look increasingly unelectable. No one really trusts the people that are potentially going to vote Trump. They don't really believe the US media anymore. It's like the UK media with Brexit. They're just an overwhelming, Remain biased or a rejoin biased. The average voter that's thinking, am I going to, maybe I voted for Trump in 2016. Should I vote for him again? They don't trust the media. They kind of believe more what Trump says, because the media and the Democrats are completely discredited at this point. Compound that with the fact that in a time of crisis, COVID-19 isn't a war, but it's kind of, instilling this warlike mentality. We're all pulling together. People like a strong leader in times like this. Trump is that strong leader. A lot of people hate him, a lot of people love him. But are people really going to risk the unknown? Are they going to really risk voting for an unknown, someone like a Joe Biden, when you've already got the devil you know? So even if you don't like Trump, potentially you're probably going to stick with that. So at the moment, I think odds on Odds Checker at 11 to 10 still represent quite good value. I'm potentially looking at taking a bet out on that. I don't think the odds are really going to drop much less. They might do. You might be able to get it at a better price, but I don't know, 11 to 10 still represents good value. But a £50 bet on that, you'll get something like £55 back. That's probably not bad. That's probably not bad if you want to just take a punt on politics, which I don't bet on sports, but occasionally take a bet out. One on predicting Brexit, one on predicting a Trump presidency. It's only really worth doing if you get good odds and you think the odds represent good value. But let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Are we likely to see the re-election of President Donald Trump? I mean, we're still seeing a bloodbath in the stock markets. This is something I think will continue. I don't think the markets really took on board the problems that coronavirus would cause. This is going to devastate the economies of nearly every country in the world. Potentially the first countries to pull themselves out of the crisis could potentially make a lot of money because they'll be like the first ones getting back on their feet, and there will be good opportunities for those countries. It remains to be seen who exactly will be the countries doing that. I mean, China seems to be quite ahead of the curve, but we're a long way off getting through the end of this. I think the markets were taken by surprise on this. Obviously, Fed dumping billions and billions of dollars into the stock market at the moment to try and gain some stability, but I think that's only going to do so much, and it could potentially go the other way if banks start using that money for shorting. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Are we likely to see the re-election of President Trump, 4 more years of Trump, or is this the year for the Democrats? Will people bet for the devil they don't know rather than the devil they do? Thanks for watching this video. Jason from Liberty Bunkers signing off, and I'll see you in the next video.